said there's rules to this game. Rule number 1, you better stay in your lane. It's such a shame. All these bitches try to play, they get fame. Walk in your truth. Know your purpose so they learn your name. This is your world. We just playing as pawns of your game. Rule number 2, be kind to others. You don't know what they been through. Fighting they demons. You don't know what's on they men too. I understand half the shit that I've been through. But I understand that we all have a purpose. And that's only your mental. That's 3. Your thoughts create your reality. In actuality, we're not living a dream. We're living a dream scheme. The American dream. And I done been here before. If you ask me, I done seen twice as what you seen. There's 4. Practice what you preach because your actions play a role in what you seek. And as your mama always told you, you better think before you speak. Patience is the key to success, so don't let your soul digress before it's put to rest. All of the struggles is a part of the test. All of the struggles is a part of the test. You are blessed, know your worth, add tax, never settle for less, and you won't be finessed.
Never settle for less.
And you won't be finessed.
Never settle for less. Yo, welcome to the Big Wolf Podcast where the big dogs talk. You already know who I am, King Kahlih. I got my co-host in the building, not Artistry. We here with a special guest. It's Mina.
How y'all doing?
The name is amazing. So what's up? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Blessed. Excited. Happy to be in your presence. Solid.
That poem was hot. So do we call you a poet? Like what would you tell the people is?
Growing up, like since I've been writing since I was in 5th grade. Maybe I've been performing since I was in 7th. People always ask me that question. I always respond, I'm a writer. Like I write. I could do a little bit of everything. I started out as writing like short stories. So that's why I consider myself more so a spoken word artist, because my pieces are longer and they tell a story and I express myself through them. They have emotion behind my words, the way I enunciate them, the way I pronounce them. This is different little emphasis I put on certain things.
Did you ever get any money in like the ebook, revenue stream over there?
No, I'm just now getting into like selling my music. I've never like really thought of it until recently. I'm like, it could be some money in this, and especially because I'm talented. I know I'm talented. People have told me that. I just got do a little bit of work, perfect my craft.
So do you think that you use it as like a form of therapy, or
that's
what you're going through, what you see? Like
that's what it started out as. I started writing to just get it out, put it on paper, express my emotions. I didn't really have nobody to talk to, so that's how I first started writing. But the pieces I would perform and the pieces I was known for all had something to do with like current events or what was going on around me, or if I ruled the world. That was one of the name of the pieces that I wrote in like 9th grade. It was just, if I was removing myself from the situation and looking at it from like an outsider's perspective and assessing it, and then writing down what I saw or how I felt.
Right. And it's like you seeing it like whereas though you on the outside looking in, but in the same sense you giving people that's on the inside an outlet on what's
really
like it's other people going through what they going through in the same sense.
Yeah.
So as far as writing, is it? See, I was thinking when you were saying writer, I'm thinking like ebooks. Like, do you write stories, or is it just more poetry based?
So, I've written stories, never like published them or anything.
That's what I was
when I was in like 3rd grade, I think like 3rd or 2nd grade, one of them. I'm actually telling stories. 3rd, 4th, and 2nd grade, we had published stories in school. We had did that. But I like after I got older, I still wrote. Like I have composition books filled with like short stories. I had a very vivid imagination. I had a very vivid imagination when I was younger, and my writing teachers, they would always like get captivated in my writing and just be like, "Whoa, like." Hold on.
So what do you do as far as business? Like as far as survival? Like how do you pay your bills and shit? Like what field are you in?
Technology.
I'd
say technology. My job title would be considered a production support specialist. So I do a little bit of everything. I know how to take apart and fix a program, code, read image, a whole device.
Wow.
Throughout growing up, not growing up, but throughout my adolescent years, I always was a STEM kid. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. I was in Girl Scouts. Like, growing up, I ventured off into every different, like, religion and culture. Like, all my grandma got 5 kids. All her kids are a different religion.
Wow.
So, one of her daughters is a Baptist. One of them is a Jehovah's Witness. One of them is a Buddhist. And then my mom and my uncle are Muslim.
Dead ass?
So serious. I won't lie.
Buddhist? Like, so that's what, your aunt or your uncle?
My uncle and my mom are Muslim.
Okay.
One of my aunts are Buddhist.
Wow,
One of my aunts are
Buddhist
Baptist.
Aunt.
Yes, and one of my aunts is a Jehovah's Witness.
Interesting.
I done been to the whole. I grew up in the church, but when I was younger, I used to hang around my cousins that was Muslim, but they practiced Islam the way the original people practiced it, like the Moors. And some of them followed the practices of the fruit of Islam. I don't really follow them per se. They're a little, you know what I'm saying, here or there, but that's a touchy subject. I ain't gonna be the one to speak on it.
Not today.
They not about to get me. I always was drawn to Islam, like the culture, the peace factor, because Islam means peace. So, like, just the whole concept of it, the vibe, all that, and then being around it when I was younger. I used to spend every summer with my cousins, and Ramadan was usually in the summer.
That is impressive.
So, I was spending with them. I wasn't fasting, but they would teach me little things here and there, like that Fatiha, certain little du'as. Like, I learned how to say shukran, afwan, all that stuff. I actually wanted to be the first to take my shahada, but my mom was like, nope. You ain't doing it. And then she got into it, and then when she converted and all that, my siblings and I converted over. But at one point, I knew how to read Arabic fluently. I still can struggle with it a little bit, but I could read Arabic fluently, write it, speak it, like Quran and stuff. But religion gave me structure. Like, I'm the type of person that I need structure because my mind be all over the place. I'm very creative. I'm an artist. Anybody that's an artist, no. Because our minds be everywhere. Like, we always constantly thinking.
You know about it.
So the difference between spirituality and religion, do you think that is a difference between the two?
People
or do you
gotta
look at one that better than the other?
People gotta understand that everything has a timeline. If you go back before Christ, because what the fuck happened before Christ?
Right.
So if you go trillion years back, thousands, hundreds of years back of when the human was first known to walk on earth, nobody knew no fucking God. They knew the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Come on.
Mother Nature.
Speak it.
The water.
The water.
The stuff you need to survive.
The things that you need to survive in order to maintain yourself as a human entity. I can't pronounce that word right now. But the religion was on. We had religion. Don't get it wrong, because the Moors were Muslim, the Africans were Christian. We had different religions before we were forced into slavery. But once we were forced into slavery, people gotta understand that we were dehumanized. So they stripped our spirituality from us. They stripped our knowing of self from us.
Knowledge.
They stripped our dignity from us. They emasculated our men. They made our females more masculine. So they took away their femininity. So there's a heavy imbalance between masculinity and femininity amongst our community.
Facts.
Because of such a heavy psychological impact that slavery had on our people. And that's what people don't understand. So religion being one of those things they forced that onto us. We didn't know who the fuck a Jesus was. And he damn sure wasn't white.
Right.
He damn sure wasn't white.
Mm-hmm.
Not from where they saying he was from.
First of all, the Bible said he had hair of wool and skin of copper. That's a black man.
Yo, are they talking about me right now?
That's what I'm saying. Like, real.
That's a black man. Come on, Neil. This shit is facts. You can look it up.
I just think people need to learn. I think especially black people, we need to be more in tune with what abilities we have amongst our families, amongst our neighbors, what skills we have, what knowledge we have, and find a way where we may not be able to get the black dollar circulating, but we could get intellectual knowledge, intellectual property circulating through our people.
What's the point of doing that if we don't even know the rules?
No, but that's a start, because look at it like this, right?
No.
Social media. No, listen.
Go ahead.
YouTube, social media. You know what I mean? It's like millions of people watching, looking, learning. So it's like all you gotta do is find out who do what, and you could devise any plan.
Yes, but people
small or large
isn't taking that initiative of self. First, you gotta learn self. First, you gotta get
what you bring.
Get you together before anybody could come together as a collective. We individually have to heal within our own traumas, our own generational curses. We have to get self.
So you would
together.
say that's first.
That's
then
the first step to
anything.
Then we could think about that. We need to heal within self and then try to heal as a community, because this shit is bad.
We just need to wake the fuck up, because at the end of the day, we need to stop letting them fucking experiment on our kids and on us. Because we all a fucking experiment. And we just fed up with it, like, real at this point. We just want to live like everybody else.
That Aquarius energy right there. So do this for us, right? Give a young boy coming up some real world experience. Like, top 3 things you would tell a young boy.
Don't take nothing personal.
Yeah, sounds right.
All this shit is temporary. So be yourself. And in the words of young Pharaoh, if you don't know your worth, what are you other than worthless? And if you don't know your use, what are you other than useless?
So that leads me to my next question. Are you take young Pharaoh or Derek Grace the third?
I had a feeling you was gonna ask me this question, bro.
These
like
are 2 leaders. Who you following?
I really don't feel like Derek is for the people. I really feel like he capitalizes off this shit. Like this not his purpose. Like he not doing this to really help us. Cause why the fuck is his shit my rent or twice that?
And he be overusing the marketing scheme to be like, it's no more, I'm done. I'm done.
And
like,
he be drawing like, and then the things that he say, it's like, okay, I get what you're saying. Some people from the hood or some people that ain't grow up and they been in them rooms, they been in them on them conference calls and shit. Okay, you gotta talk to them a certain way, but you don't gotta degrade and put somebody down in less than 10 seconds. And it's some motherfuckers that really actually look up to you. Like I'm all for black men doing their thing. I'm all
teaching
for
the
my
kids
people.
How to use the guns.
Yeah, but
I'm with that.
If you pay attention to that shit, because I'm the type of person I pay attention to details. So as I'm watching your video, I'm studying your body language. I'm looking on what's going on in your background, like how are you presenting this. And because I'm an artist, and
he'll be like, put the money there.
Yeah.
The robot here.
Yeah, because I'm an artist.
Party
and
flies
shit.
Here.
Yeah,
business
like that
card
shit.
Here. I'll be here with my machine gun.
Yeah, like.
Get the kids. Get the camera.
But come on, Neil.
But that's the thing, right? They business people at the end of the day.
I understand that.
But that's what people misconstrue.
Yeah.
They're teachers. You know, anybody could be a teacher.
Yeah.
But they're a business first.
Yeah.
So they're trying to teach, but they're willing to teach if you're willing to buy
But
in.
I understand business. But it comes like it's a thin line between doing business and taking advantage and manipulating. Young Pharaoh, he's for the people. He educates. He's a teacher.
He got tons of content.
He has
tons of free content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could tell this is his purpose. He's just speaking his truth. He's walking in his truth. He's not doing this for money, clout, attention, or mention, none of that. He's doing this because he understands that our people is in a genocide. And this information is critical at this point. Right. It is critical.
Okay, so since we talk about Young Pharaoh, and what I will say about Young Pharaoh is you could come there with no information and step onto his platform, and his content is everlasting. Right. Especially in particular to black culture and black science and shit like that. So what I'm getting from you is that Derek Grace is more of a capitalist.
He's commercial.
And Young Pharaoh is actually here to be a leader or be a teacher overall.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the only way Young Pharaoh is going to stop putting out so much information is if he completely gets shut down. They shut his Twitter down. I don't know if they put it back up, but they had shut his Twitter down when he had said something about the Jewish rabbis' religion being fake and all that shit.
Yeah, that joint go crazy. So let me ask you this: where do you see yourself in 5 years? You're at a perfect age where you ain't even hit your peak yet. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm so blessed. Like, I'm not even in my prime yet. Mm-hmm. Like, 5 years, I'll be 24.
That's
knowing
so much
me,
time. 5 years is a beautiful amount of time.
Knowing me, I'm gonna be.
Like...
Knowing me and knowing how I elevate and evolve so quickly. Excuse me.
Talk that shit.
I'll probably be in another, like, I'll probably be at, like, way higher vibrations than I am now. Unfuckwithable. Like, I'll probably, like, my mental probably be A1. I know my businesses, they'll probably just be getting the show off the road, like, really picking up.
Get the wheels turning.
Yeah, my music and shit. I know by then, with my poetry and my art, I'm gonna be known.
So right. Do you do music? Do you rap too?
I'm an artist.
Oh, so
I do everything. Damn. I write. Like, I'm a writer.
Okay. Can you freestyle?
No, that joint I did in the beginning, that was my first freestyle I wrote. That was the first freestyle I ever did. Like, I come up with little shit here and there, like little bars. Right. But I'm working on putting the whole thing together. And then when I do, it just be me playing around. It don't really be...
We was making a song together. Me and Mina made this song together. We was like doing a little joint.
Yeah, we was together. We got finished.
What's that shit about though? Was it about?
If we finish it, that joint gonna be hot.
That joint was tough.
That joint gonna be hot.
But this what I was talking about when I remember I was like our first June. I was like, yo, I got my little young girl. She get me together. See? We be doing the breathing technique. She helped me.
Oh,
yeah, I was talking about me.
Yeah, because I was trained and shit. Like, I was in high school. In high school, that's when I really, because you asked me the programs I did. High school, that's when I really started buckling down and getting serious. Like, with STEM and all that shit. I was in MESA. That's Math, Engineering, Science Achievement. That's a national program. We did it with Temple. Temple was like one of our main sponsors. So we did it with Temple. I was the only black girl on my team.
Let's go.
It was only black Muslim female on my team. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was one other black boy.
My boy.
One white boy.
Okay.
And then one other boy, he was like mixed with a whole bunch of different shit. Cool. But I was the only female. We won nationals. We came first place. Damn. We came everything in first place. We had built an autonomous agricultural rover. So it knew how to water crops by itself. It could move on its own. Like, we had sensors and all that shit. We built that shit from scratch. Like, I know how to work a 3D printer, a CNC machine. I know I do a lot.
Damn, man.
Heavy.
We need scientists, man. We need smart intellectuals.
We need scientists. We need herbalists.
Like, yes.
How we're building the team that we're building with the Big Wolf family. Yo, we're going to be fucking unstoppable. We're going to be the plug. Like, real shit. All this fucking good talent and shit that people coming in?
Yeah, that
At a young age, man.
I've achieved a lot.
Highly commendable. That's what I'll say. Seriously. So look, let's do some plugs, man, so the people know where they can find our shit and throw their bread. You know what I'm saying? Start it off. Now get it cracking.
Well, y'all know y'all can catch me. I'm not Artistry at NY_Artistry. RTISTRY. I don't know. You might catch me doing anything on my page, but come through, see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
My name is Ismina. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at ISSMINAA_. Stop by, see my poetry, drop some knowledge, catch a few reminders, learn yourself a little bit.
Yes, sir. King Kahlih. If you're looking for some rap shit, you can find me on YouTube, King Kahlih. If you're looking for the Big Wolf Podcast, we stand strong. Also, I got a YouTube couples channel, Kahlih and Melissa. Check that out, man. If you need some entertainment, we got it for you. That's it. Sorry, show. Good job, people.
Thank you for having me.